I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these put that shit on the internet.
I got into an entanglement with.
And now, I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped.
Will Smith and Chris Rock's feud appears to be far from ended. The comedian has apparently gone out of his way to call both Will and Jada bitches, and their son, Jaden, is having none of it. Jaden rushed to Twitter on March 6 to upload a gif of Martin Lawrence sarcastically laughing as a subliminal response to Rock's Netflix program, including the comic blasting of Will and Jada Smith. While some individuals may not grasp what Jaden was saying, most followers quickly connected the dots and realized what he was saying. How do people not know what this is about? One fan asked, "Chris Rock just ain't funny at all." Never has been. Another fan wrote, "I think someone's upset about some good jokes." A third fan wrote, while a fourth one added, "I wouldn't know how to react if Chris Rock got a standing ovation for owning my parents either. It's all good." Meanwhile, other people called out Jaden, with one particular person saying, "Your mother cheated on your father with your friend, and you're mad at Chris Rock. Your family is fucked up." Another person added, "The one good thing you didn't inherit from your father is his large stature and athleticism. It will make you think twice about slapping people like a thug. Keep your head up, little man, and refrain from speaking about the incident. Be more like your big brother." Several admirers have come forward to say that Chris did the right thing. And how do you think Chris Rock's kids felt about their father being punched on television in front of the world? Hella bad is the answer. Did they come out crying about it on social media? No, Chris delivered his truth in true Rock fashion. It needed to be done. One fan wrote, "Jaden Smith has given the world a fair share of things to laugh at his family for. And they did laugh, comment, and react. Chris did exactly what Chris should have done, and the Smiths deserve to hear it all. The pen is mightier than the sword." Another fan added, "During his live Selective Outrage Netflix special, Chris Rock unloaded his full fury on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, attacking them both for the bad blood that led to the Oscar-nominated actor slapping Rock at last year's Academy Awards. Chris contrasted his G.I. Jane joke with Will's slap on the television, noting that the blow hurt more than his words. Will, Chris continued, was indulging in selective anger.
Will Smith practices selective outrage. I didn't have any entanglements.
Everyone knew Chris was referring to Jada's well-known 2020 statement that she had an entanglement with August Alsina in the past. Will even appeared on an episode of Jada's Red Table Talk to explain it all, and Rock mocked him for it.
That we all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us.
Chris even stated that after everything that had occurred, he attempted to contact Will, but Will did not respond. Rock also hinted at enmity after presiding over the 2016 Oscars, while Jada urged for a boycott due to the lack of diversity among the nominees, which included her husband.
His wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host. She said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for concussion.
During the concert, an insider informed Entertainment Tonight that Will Smith was upset that Rock brought up the slap, even though Rock apologized to him in an emotional video on YouTube shortly after the incident. And on social media, so Will and Jada have seen comments about it. The source continued, "Will apologize to Chris and would like for Chris to let it go. Will has worked on himself, and he has been banned by the Oscars for 10 years. He feels like that's enough and wants Chris to move on so that he and everyone else can, too," the outlet shared. Smith is also furious that Netflix provided the Everybody Hates Chris star a platform to express his nasty opinions, according to the source. Will is also upset that Netflix was a part of this and thinks Chris insulting Jada again is below the belt, the source noted. He is upset that Netflix gave Chris this platform to share these messages and thinks it's distasteful. Jada Pinkett Smith also spoke out about Chris Rock's stand-up special. According to a source close to Jada, Chris has always been infatuated with her and she had no involvement in the issue, according to a statement released by People magazine. Jada has had no part in all of this other than being heckled, the source told People. Chris is obsessed with her, and that's been going on for almost 30 years. Look where he chose to film his Netflix special. Her hometown. Obsessed? The source added, back in 2016, she helped start a movement with the Academy Awards by questioning why there are so few black members, and Chris took it to this. She never asked Chris to not host the Oscars ever. She publicly said in a Facebook post at the time Chris would be a great Oscars host and is perfect for the job. This is entirely correct. Chris had Jada's full support in hosting the Oscars.
Hey Chris, I will not be at the Academy Awards and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend. Good luck. And to the rest of you,
So, Chris lied in his stand-up to effectively villainize Jada. Chris' buddies, on the other hand, are completely behind him.
No matter what goes down, we support each other. I support freedom of speech. Obviously, there's no place for violent behavior based on differences in opinion.
Chris has apparently said everything he wanted to say about the contentious incident a year after it stunned the world, and he is now ready to move on. An insider told Entertainment Tonight that the comedian believes he has done the right thing since it went down and can now relax that his hard work has paid off. Everyone was very happy with how it turned out, the insider said of the show, before adding that Rock was in his element and was calm and comfortable on stage. According to the insider, the comedy engagement was a huge deal for Rock because it was the first time he addressed the slap, and it was a live event. With such a long history and the fact that family is now involved, we can only speculate on how this feud will finish, but you can bet we'll have the inside scoop. That's all for today's video. Until next time, bye.